Welcome to Bassmaster Fishing 2022, St. John's River, episode 35 or something. I've lost track, but I found a spot. It's very easy to find. It's right by the boat dock, and I was catching some big bass, so I thought, hey, why not record my next hour fishing for my Bassmaster people all around the world. Now, I never use the Rocky Roo boat, so I decided today I'm going to use the Rocky Roo boat, the kangaroo and the boxing gloves. Now, I found when I came over here, I've noticed this before, but when you come over here just like this, and you pitch at that end of that dock, you can get some really big bass. I caught a 13 or 14 about a few minutes ago. So I said, I'll start over. And I just record it and add commentary and put it on my YouTube channel. Okay, this is what I'm using. Drop shot, a light drop shot. One that's good at getting down to about 10 feet. Tremor shad, 50-pound line. One thing I'll say about old St. John's, guys, if you're fishing for bass, don't forget this 50-pound line, because the bass here get to about 20 pounds. I mean the largemouth bass. They get to be about 20 pounds here. And many of the legendary largemouth are like over 17 pounds. So on most lakes, like the biggest legendary is like 17 pounds. But here that's like the medium-sized legendary largemouth bass. And also you should know there's 10 of them. See how there's like largemouth bass kind of directly parallel with that dock under here, about 10 feet down. And you never see them without the drop shot. It's like it was set up for drop shotting here. It's about 23 feet deep here. So it's fairly deep. And it seems like the best largemouth are about 10 feet plus deep. But you'll notice like a really interesting pocket of fishing here. See if we can get a look at it. It's like they spawn in and they spawn out in this area. Sometimes when you pitch in here, there'll be a ton of fish, including super heavyweight largemouth bass. There's a gar, he's going for it. But I got the rattle trap shirt and a skeeter hat. I think they go well together. And I changed to a gray beard because I use that dark brown beard so much. There's a largemouth. Getting over a nasty cold, guys. But some of you guys, man, you really like the dovetail fishing games, and man, I think many of us are hoping that, they decide to update this game and make another one. One that's at least just as good. But I mean, really, what are the chances of that? What are the chances that Dovetail is going to take time out of their busy schedule and do another American-centered, focused game like Bassmaster? I mean, what are the chances? They're British, they're European. I think it was really smart of them to do an American sport bass fishing game. It makes a lot of sense. You know, a lot of Americans play video games and purchase video games. You notice a lot of like samurai games. Oh boy, that's a big one. There's a lot of samurai games because there's a lot of Asian video gamers. That's why studios are always making like Japanese samurai games, and because many Japanese play video games, they purchase games. But I think it was really smart to make an American bass fishing game. I'm sure it's still selling. Although the other month I saw it go on sale for like $5. Oh, Bassmaster. When I bought Bassmaster, it was like
Not going to set any records with that one.
brand new.
It's a solid keeper. Cha-ching.
And with the Bass Lake bundle and Lake Hartwell, it was like close to $50. But I also got the Predator pack, and all the DLC. I bought all the DLC available for it. See, there's big bass in here, like actually a pretty sizable bass. But they're kind of deep. They're like beyond 10 feet deep, and it's like you really need a drop shot to reach down to where they are. But I saw a guy catch a legendary largemouth bass by these docks, this starting position, this dock area. And he had that on YouTube. Oh my goodness, that thing is enormous. I got to pitch over to the right a little bit, slightly off to the right. And hopefully I can attract this giant yellowish green bass. Yeah, there he is. It's a trophy heartbeat, so I know it's a trophy. Yeah, he's enormous. But a lot of people fish for all kinds of stuff in this game. They'll go to St. Lawrence River and fish for the biggest possible muskie or pike. A lot of people love the catfishing, and they're always looking for the biggest catfish. I'm a bass guy. I have been from the start. A 15.5.
Bass Watch sighting.
I caught a few smaller largemouth before catching this one, but this fish is competitive. And I want to see if I can get 5 of those in about an hour. And I'd just like to know if this spot is competitive for the online open tournament. I really have my spot. Almost no matter how good this spot is, I won't be using it in the St. John's Open because I have a spot that I'm so confident in and I have a lot more practice on.
Somebody caught a toe.
10-pounder. But maybe, I mean, if this spot really impresses me, if if it's highly, highly competitive and it's on the level of my others. But you see the fish finder, many large fish right by the starting position here. It's very interesting. Bunch of big fish down here. Bob, we just had the open beta early access for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. And it was amazing. I played through it, played all the maps, and I played multiplayer the whole time. I did not play the campaign. The campaign was available. Almost every Call of Duty comes out. Oh, hello. That was a big largemouth. Oh, I got him. Almost every Call of Duty comes out now with a campaign, which is like a story mission. It's like a main mission kind of story thing. And I have to be honest, guys, I've never once played a single Call of Duty campaign. I'm a multiplayer guy. I just really like the battles you have with other people. And I can't imagine any single player experience that could be better than the multiplayer. So all my time is spent leveling up my guns and unlocking the attachments and building my guns and just basically competing in multiplayer. A 14.5.
It's Chubasa.
So a 15.5 and then a 14.5. Now, guys, on St. John's River, if you want to win the online tournament, you need as close to 16 pounders as possible. They're a lot easier to catch on St. John's River than on any other map in the game. You can even get close to 17-pound trophies. I have never seen a 17-pound trophy. That's where I think the legendaries begin. But the 16-pound trophies are not too hard to come by. On St. John's River. And you need 5 of them to win. There's going to be guys that have scores around 80 pounds. For all 5 of their fish will be like almost 16 pounders. They'll have the equivalent of like 5 16-pound largemouth bass in their bag. But only 5 maps are available right now in early access of Modern Warfare 4. I have been really enjoying it. I'm kind of a recent newcomer to Call of Duty multiplayer. And you basically just run around, shoot at other people, and blowing them up with grenades and other things, and getting killed yourself, and trying to hold objectives with your team. And Call of Duty is just a lot of frenetic, fast-paced action and thrills, and it's a very energetic type game. You always have to be on your toes and playing as quickly as possible and paying close attention to your surroundings, and because it seems like you're always getting flanked in Call of Duty. Oh, a 15-2.
Reaper, check with the keepers of that
All right, so I got a 15.5, a 15.2, and a 14.5, all before 9 a.m. 3 really big bass before 9 a.m. That's incredible. I would not be one bit surprised, guys, if I was to catch a over 17-pound legendary largemouth bass on this position. I would not be one bit surprised. Delighted, but not surprised. I've caught 3 giants in a very short amount of time here. At least with this rig. And I found that the drop shot here on St. John's can be very, very productive. Sometimes it seems like nothing works quite as good on St. John's as a good old drop shot with a big, hefty kind of lure. But that's the big news right now is Modern Warfare 4, and it's in early access, and I purchased the Vault Edition. So I purchased the most expensive version of the game. And it comes with a bunch of extra characters and a bunch of extra weapons and a bunch of extra challenges where you can unlock certain camouflage paint jobs for your guns. And it comes with a battle pass. And the battle pass is just basically a bunch of stuff that are objective based and they're locked. So the more you play, you purchase the battle pass, which is all this different stuff that you can unlock by playing. That's the battle pass. And you unlock everything through just playing the game. But they're one-time, limited time kind of like battle passes. Once the battle pass, the season is over, you can no longer get those characters or those weapons or those items that you get from the battle pass ever again. So that was part of my Modern Warfare 4 purchase. And I just have had such a good time playing in early access of Modern Warfare 4. It's just been nothing but fun. And I mean, there's been a couple matches where we got our butts kicked and everything. And, you know, we've got overrun and by just better players. But, like, it's rare. That's rare. Like, usually the matchmaking is very good, and it's either a modest win or a modest loss. And every once in a while, you really trounce the other team. But you know, that's Call of Duty. My mom is calling me right now, and I'm right in the middle of my video. I'm going to let this call go. But if she calls me a second time, it might be an emergency. But she's on vacation right now in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, with her girlfriends. I hope everyone's okay. But she calls me like every day to make sure I'm taking care of her puppy and make sure everything is okay here at the townhouse. So I hope she won't mind if I put her off for a little while. Because right now I'm talking to my YouTube family, people who love Bassmaster and the dovetail fishing games in general. Many of us do. But yeah, if you've never played Call of Duties, guys, the multiplayer is the sweetest part of Call of Duty for me. Some people really like the campaigns. I've never played one, so I can't tell you they're great or they're not. I've just been addicted to the multiplayer. I can't get enough of like Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7.
You're gonna have a few competitors trembling with that too.
But of course, I always come back to where my heart really is, and that's Bassmaster. And a lazy fishing day is a perfect day as far as I'm concerned. I guess I must just have that kind of personality of a lazy fisherman. But I played Fishing Planet for many years as well. That game's highly monetized. It seems like if you don't, oh boy, that's a big one. I got a big one. It seems like if you don't pay in DLCs for that game, you're only going to be able to unlock so many levels in a reasonable amount of time. So Fishing Planet, you wind up paying a lot in. Guys, this is absolutely gigantic. Largemouth. So I got a 15.5, a 15.2, a 14.5, and whatever this beast is. It does not look like one of the legendary largemouth. Because I know what most of them look like. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hello, Mr. Fishy. Okay.
Creepers, check with the peepers that's for.
Now this is the size of largemouth bass that you really are looking for the online open tournament. This is a practical 16 pounder. Worth almost $6,000. So I only need one more giant largemouth to have a pretty competitive bag. If this was the open, and it's not even 10:30 in the morning yet. I got a 15.14, a 15.5, a 15.2, a 14.5. I only need one more big bass to have a very, very competitive round. But of course, what I'm really hoping to see is a few more of those, a few more 16s, A few more fish that are like highly, highly competitive. But Call of Duty is very frustrating game. People are always shooting you down or blowing you up and stuff. And I think it takes a certain kind of person to just keep on getting knocked down and getting back up again and getting back in there. Someone with a little bit of a fighting spirit to them. But not everybody has that. Not everybody has like an aggressive side to them, you know? And that's okay. Not everybody has to be like alike and the same or anything. But I just found the recent Call of Duties to be so fun. I mean, they're really addicting. They're like the better you get, the more you want to play, and the more fun you have, the more time you want to spend playing Call of Duty. It's just a really amazing, like, highly exciting experience. It's nothing if not exciting. To play multiplayer, and Call of Duty, like, levels and maps and characters and guns, they're always very good. Like, they look really good. The maps are very detail oriented. There's a lot of detail on the maps. There's a lot of detail to the characters and a lot of detail to the different guns and the camos that you can have. And it's just honestly a very good looking game. So it's easy to get like very just into it, immersed
I'm not going to set any records with that one, but it's a solid
in the whole experience because it's clear
no touching.
that they put so much effort into every single Call of Duty that they make. And it's no wonder Microsoft and Xbox wanted to buy Activision. They just do make a very high quality first person shooter just experience. It's a whole experience playing one of the, especially a newer Call of Duty. I found that going back to the oldest Call of Duties, it wasn't really the same, but back then, that was high quality for those days. And I can see why Call of Duty really exploded and became like this global phenomenon that everybody loves and makes billions of dollars every year. And I can understand why Microsoft and Activision and Xbox wanted to buy Activision. And they did, along with Blizzard and Bethesda, for like $70 billion. They bought these game creators.
You're going to have a few competitors trembling with that token.
And I hope it really benefits them. And it makes Xbox profitable and successful. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that Xbox does succeed because they're American. And, I'm American. So and there's a lot of Americans that, don't have the highest opinion of Xbox for some reason. And they don't like Xbox. They don't like Team Green. They love PlayStation. And they hate Xbox. Even though they're Americans, they hate Xbox. And I don't understand that. I've never understood that. But I think if you're American, you know, I mean, you gotta love Ford, you gotta love Xbox. Xbox is the Ford of game consoles. There's a big one. Got a big yellowish green bass. Again with the drop shot and the tremor shad. But old St. John's, guys, this is the, oh my goodness. This is the only tournament I have not yet entered. I have not yet competed all 4 rounds of the St. John's Open. But every other single lake I have competed. Guys, this is actually a really good spot to fish the online open. Are you kidding me? Look at that thing. Are you kidding me? A giant super heavyweight yellow bass. A real St. John's monster. And I noticed that the busy signal over here before, but for some reason I found this other spot, and I was all excited about fishing that and making videos for that. Wow, that's a really big one. 16 and a half pounds. Now I got a 16.8, a 15.14, a 15.5, a 15.2. Oh, what the heck? I gotta look. Catch summary. All right. I got a 15.5, a 15.2, a 16.3, a 15.14, and a 16.8. So I have 5 largemouth bass right now over 15 pounds, just like you need for the tournament. And it's not even 11:30 in the morning. Are you kidding me? This is actually a really good spot to fish the online open. And this is what I was curious about while I'm making the video. Oh, another good one. With the old drop shot rig and the tremor shad. A big brown bass this time. I guarantee you, you can catch a legendary largemouth bass here. Sooner or later, you will definitely catch like Bassington or Fernando. Just a 12.9. Studley or Hank, Thy Majesty or Pudge. There's so many legendary largemouth on St. John's, and most of them are over 17 pounds. I think I see another really big one in there. See if I can reach him. There he is. Come on. I was close, but I wasn't close enough. But honestly, guys, I would have made a lot more Bassmaster videos lately if it wasn't for how addicted I've been to Call of Duty. Black Ops 6 and Call of Duty Black Ops 7. I've gotten so addicted to those Call of Duty games that most of my gaming time has been going to Call of Duty. Because they make a bunch of things for you to do in each Call of Duty. There's like a million things to unlock. And there's just a lot to do. There's a lot of fun and missions and objectives and unlocks. And there's just so much to do. They even have a whole zombies game that you can play. That's why the file size is so big. Because each Call of Duty comes with like a full zombies game, a multiplayer game, and a full campaign game. And I probably should have been playing more Bassmaster for my YouTube channel, but I did get a bit distracted with starting with Black Ops 6. Now, my first Call of Duty ever was Modern Warfare 3. That was the one just before Black Ops 6. And I believe that was 2023 was Modern Warfare 3. But I didn't play a whole lot of that game because there was a system of unlocking the attachments for your guns that was not really very good. I didn't think it was very good. There's only a few daily challenges a day, and you can only unlock like one attachment for your gun a day. And there's a million attachments for each gun, and then there's a million guns. So it's like, so what is my incentive on, playing? Like, it would be different if it's like it was in other Call of Duties where the more you play, the more stuff you unlock. But it's not like that in Modern Warfare 3. You can only unlock a certain number of parts for your gun per day, and a very low number, like one. Or, well, you might be able to unlock multiple things, but not multiple parts for your gun. And see, I'm always into the gunsmithing. I want to make my gun as good as possible. So, I'll play for like 5-10 hours straight to build a gun up to be as good as possible. But you can't really do that in Modern Warfare 3. So I started with that one. And then when 2024 or 5 came out, I think it was 25, Black Ops 6 came out. And I always get at least one season of the Battle Pass. And I always get the Black Cell Battle Pass. Because that has special characters, special weapons, special things
You're gonna have a few competitors trembling with
that are a limited time. And they're gone forever. So there's battle passes where you get characters and guns. But then there's Black Cell battle passes where you get even more characters and guns, but they're a lot more unique looking. And, well, they're special. They're Black Cell battle pass items. And I guess I'm just into that, like, at least getting one battle pass per game. So I can at least have some of the unique characters and guns and stuff. I can't afford all the battle passes. I think there's like 4 or 5 per game that come out when the game is new for about a year. Every month or so, or a couple months, there's a new battle pass. for about 4 or 5 battle passes. And once that time is over, you can no longer get the unique stuff. It's gone forever. Oh, just missed him. But it's so funny how much on YouTube there is of people saying that, Call of Duty is no longer a good game. And there's like a bunch of talk on YouTube about Call of Duty being awful. And I think it's funny because the truth is that Call of Duty is a very difficult game sometimes. And I mean, you get killed more in Call of Duty than Elden Ring, or Dark Souls. You die way more in Call of Duty multiplayer than you ever will in a Souls game. Guaranteed. And that's how often you're getting your butt kicked and having to get back up, dust yourself off, and get back in there. And I think it just wears on certain guys, like to the point of like, it wears on me. Like I get burned out. As much as I like the game, I get tired of it. I have to move on to something else. But there's a lot of videos saying, "Oh, Modern Warfare 4 it's trash, man. It's terrible. It's awful. You get killed too fast, and the matchmaking is awful." I mean, sometimes you actually lose, and there's nothing you can do about it. And that's true, but that's any Call of Duty. That's every Call of Duty. Sometimes your team is just like overrun by the other team, and you just get outmatched. And it's not even a modest loss. It's like an egregious loss. Every once in a while, that's just the way it is. There's no way of like having perfect matches every single time. It's like the NFL, like I only watch the postseason anymore because like so many games during the regular season are like kind of like one-sided affairs. And it's like that with any game, I guess, where it's a team event. There's no way to have perfect events, I guess, all the time, where it comes down to a few points and you're so close and it was an epic battle and it's just close and you can feel proud about your team and proud about your own performance. And, it's just not always like that. Sometimes you just get killed. But I still feel like, well, these guys, man, they're just burnt out. They've been playing too much.
Not gonna set any records with that.
You're saying the newest Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 4, is trash. Like, that's how burnt out they are, man. They're just, like, cynical. Like, they're downright miserable about Modern Warfare 4. And the same people have been saying Black Ops 7 was terrible and Black Ops 6 was terrible. They're awful games. I don't know. I don't think so. They're the best Call of Duties ever made, in my opinion, are the most recent ones. And if you're thinking about getting a Call of Duty game, I would say definitely start with the most recent. Oh boy, kidding me? A couple more big largemouth in here. Yeah. Because Activision and Call of Duty, they really need you to buy like the newest stuff anyway. They've made their money from the older Call of Duties, and they need people to be buying like the new Call of Duties. And I just support Xbox. I support Microsoft and Activision and Call of Duty. I really think it's the best first-person shooter, at least competitive, online, multiplayer shooter ever.
One hog.
And add a 13-pounder to the long list of giant trophy largemouth that I've caught in this almost hour. Yeah, it seems like when you reach down to 10 feet deep here, there's a really big bass in here. Really big. And it is a very picturesque vista here. It's pretty. It's a pretty place to fish. Right by this gazebo and everything. Oh. Oh, he's not going for it. Got him. He liked that drop shot. He thought about it and thought about it and finally took it. This could be big. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, you gotta check this out. And just keep track of like how big the largemouth are that you catch and how many of them you get in 1 hour. Then try the tournament here. Or whatever spot you want to. Ha! A practical 14-pounder. Add that to the long list of giant super slob trophy largemouth I've caught. With this rig and this lure, it's been a great hour. A lot of fun. Another trophy largemouth bass. But my favorite spot is between those docks, a little to the east. Not too far to the east, just a little ways to the east from here.
Somebody
12-pounder. Let's see if there's any more giant trophies or legendary largemouth. That would be ideal. Catching like Bassington right now. Seems like if you pitch over towards this gazebo, there's a gathering of fish as well. But anyway, this fall, the Michael Myers video game comes out. And some people have been really talking about that on YouTube. And many of us have been looking forward to it. It's been on my wish list ever since I saw it in the store that it was coming soon. I've been wanting to play Halloween, the video game. And I guess you can play as Michael Myers or as any one of a number of young people trying to escape Michael Myers. It sounds like you cannot kill Michael Myers in the game, but you can detain him. You can get him in trouble with the cops, and they can send him back to the asylum. So I think that's pretty cool. But I've seen some footage of the game, and it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty good, actually. And it should be, because Halloween is, that's like an American tradition, that series of movies. And so many of us watch Halloween. Every single Halloween, we'll be watching Michael Myers and Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, there's a bunch of big fish, like right parallel with the edge of this dock here. And I've done amazing. For an hour, and that didn't even take an hour. That was pretty quick. But I did not see a legendary largemouth bass. I did not catch a legendary largemouth bass. But something tells me that it won't be long before I'm coming out with that video, catching one of those guys right here by this dock, by this starting position. Yeah, another good one. It's like they just come out of nowhere here. They just spawn in out of nowhere. Really big largemouth. Very competitive number of them. How much you want to bet this is another 13? Oh, wait a minute. This could be bigger than that. Oh my goodness.
Big fish, and no whammy.
A close to 15 pounder. And they just keep on coming. Wow. When's the next absolute monster gonna rear its big green head and come out of the depths and smash this rig? Well, there's less than 5 minutes left in this video. I'm going to try and catch a legendary. Ooh. Yeah, it seems like when you pitch towards this gazebo, too, from this position, there's also, like, really good high quality largemouth bass over there as well. But honestly, I didn't even need to pitch over there. I would have pitched over there sooner if, like, I wasn't getting a whole lot of quality pitching at the edge, but I was. Another 12.
A bass wash sighting.
And I've been playing so much Call of Duty lately, my fingers hurt. I'm having pain. I think they call that like carpal tunnel or something. Like when you play too much piano or you play too many video games or you like grip. Oh, there's a really big bass. Let it go, let it go. Oh, no, I didn't let it go. I might be able to get that thing. That could have been Bassington, actually. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Let's sink, sink, sink. Where'd he go? There he is. I got him. This is the big one I saw down there. Woo-hoo. This is definitely big. I mean, it looked like a striper. It was so big, but then I realized it was green. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, please. Oh, they made it look like bad. Look at the markings. They made it look just like Bassington.
Peepers on that.
It's a practical 15, 3 ounces shy of a 15. Guys, those are the exact Bassington markings on the side. I can't believe they did that, man. They totally tricked me. Well, it's been a great episode. I was glad to have you along for the ride to check out this new St. John's spot with a drop shot and a tremor shad. And you could try something else, but I would strongly recommend this. Just because, like, it gets down faster. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.